Hello ladies and gentlemen, that was the intro music there, just to let you know, like I always play for all my videos, and today's video is going to be about how to have a semi or a successful career mode in FIFA 18. Now, of course, I am not the best player at FIFA 18. However, I can give you my tips for a successful or a semi-successful career mode in FIFA 18. And obviously, you know, this video is going to be probably a short-ish to long video, maybe half-hour max, but I hope it'll be no longer than that. So, technically, we've got to actually start. I'm going to save and quit this. Then I am going to show you, obviously, how to have a successful career mode. And one that you will enjoy, I hope. So, first thing first, let's go into the manager career. Now, obviously, you can choose from any country, any league in FIFA in the world. And of course, bearing that in mind, obviously, there's a lot of teams to choose from potentially, and that is something that you can enjoy. As you can see then, there are so many teams, so many, and so many leagues, but I am gonna obviously, well, my favorite league is the Premier League. My favorite team is Chelsea, but I am not going to select Chelsea because I feel personally, as I am going to be a new manager, I want to basically start somewhere smaller. So the place I am going to start will be, probably not. Yeah, the place I'm going to start my career will be West Ham United. Now, West Ham United is a alright team. They're probably about mid-table. They're worth 1 billion quid compared to Arsenal, who are worth 2 billion quid. And I'm going to start at West Ham United, and basically we're going to, who should we pick? He looks pretty sound. Well, we're going to go for this guy here. He looks like a manager sort of thing. Right, now that is one thing I advise. Make sure you start your career at a team that isn't too good but not too bad. If you're going to start your career, make sure it will be a decent career mode. You don't want to win everything in your first season, but nor do you want to be rock bottom in your first season, I say. Personally, I would prefer to be somewhere like mid-table, either 10th or 11th, which would be a pretty decent result. And to me, that will make me play the game longer and will basically keep me interested in the game. Also, I say always enter your right details. So as you can see, that's my real name, Julian O'Mahony. Always enter your real name because it's meant to be a game and it should be also something of a personal experience to play. Now, I want to see, oh right, this guy got a tracksuit, oh nice. Right, yeah, we're going to go for this guy here. So, right, wait, did I select the right character? Yeah, I did. Right, that's good. Right. Now, the next thing you want to get right is, what do you play on? Well, I'm not a beginner, quite honestly. I'm pretty decent at FIFA, I would say. I'm not though an amateur either. However, I would say I do like to play on semi-pro. sometimes professional. So for me, these are the perfect settings to get a good game, not too hard, but not too easy. So we're gonna start on semi-pro. Also, I don't like a football match to go on too long, so I play on the bare minimum time, which is 4 minutes in FIFA per side or per half length, and stuff like that. Currency, of course, as a British citizen, as a Brit, I'm gonna be using sterling, because sterling to me obviously means a lot, and that's the currency I use, and therefore I understand sterling. If I used euros or dollars, I wouldn't really quite understand it. Now, the next one is download the latest squads. Of course, you want the latest squad. However, you can have a current customized squad now in FIFA, or the default squad in FIFA. I want the latest squad, so it feels more realistic, as if we're getting it in this season. Also, competition first season, European competition. So do you want to be in Europe? I feel West Ham wouldn't be a European competition team at the moment with first squad. So no, I'm not really too interested really in that. So we'll advance now. Oh yeah, we'll basically advance to our next thing, and there we go. So welcome to FIFA 18 Manager's Career. So already we've selected a team that is okay, but not too great, but not too rubbish. So I would expect, quite honestly, a decent career mode, maybe one that I'm going to be playing for 5 or 6 seasons still down the line. And maybe if I keep going, I might change leagues at one point and go into a better league and still play 10 years of my career mode down the line. I think FIFA career modes usually are 15 season long or 18 seasons, somewhere around there. So this is the thing. How do you occupy that 18 seasons? Do you start at the top and work your way down, or should you start at the bottom and work your way up? Personally, I think it would be better to start at the bottom and work your way up. As you can see already, I have got a career mode. Currently I'm with Arsenal, and currently I am using my Arsenal squad. I started at Leicester City, and I'll show you what I mean. So right, now do we want to do some pre-season tournament? Well, quite honestly, yes I am. I'm going to go for the biggest prize money, because West Ham needs money, and that's the thing. So right, if we look at our squad, actually, quite honestly, of what I can see already, we've got a pretty decent squad. Herdenez, very good striker actually, quite honestly. Then we got Lanzini, not too much about him, never heard of him much. Oybayang, Noble. So really, of what I can see, really, the weak point in this team is actually the defence and the strike and the midfield. That is really the weak point. In terms of Joe Hart, I may keep him for 1 or 2 seasons until I get better in the league and build up. So therefore, you know, that is what I'm going to do with Joe Hart. I'm going to keep him here. In terms of how many players we got quite a full squad, quite honestly. So Andy Carroll, I'm probably going to sell him. I might even sell 1 or 2 of my top players and bring in someone else. We'll see. I might try and get a striker in. That is better, or might build up the midfield. Let's see what we can do. So right, as I said, you know, the thing that you need to remember is this is a game, and to have a successful team in this game and to build up, you need to make sure you're hitting all your objectives, you know, and you are not, well, you're not gonna run. Right, in terms of the budget I've got, so my starting budget was 91 million. Players purchased already 60 million worth. Starting wage budget was 225. Current weekly wages are that. So right, we've got remaining budget virtually of that then there, as you can see. So yeah, not too worried about the budget. in terms of my finances, well, not much really going on. I imagine soon we'll get into it a bit more. We haven't got any earnings as of yet really, so hopefully we will. Also, this is another thing, you need to make sure you can up that club's projection worth and the value of the club, and that will get you in the end hopefully a better team. So right, we're gonna have a look at some players here then. I'm gonna probably get some Premier League players. Actually, saying that, I think Di Maria. Can we get Di Maria? What team does Di Maria play for? Pretty sure it's that French team. Probably absolutely wrong. It's not them. Pretty sure it's Paris Saint-Germain. Of what I've worked out. Ah, there he is. Angel Di Maria. So, pretty decent player, 29 years old. Value, 33 million. Is he the perfect player to bring into the club? Actually, you know what? Probably not. But he's still a very good player. He's Argentinian, still quite young. So I'm going to probably try and look to get him. The other guy, I might have a look at him. Julian Draxler. He might want to join our club. We could go for a younger player who's age 24. He's a bit younger than Di Maria. Not as good as Di Maria. So we're going to have a look here. Now, obviously, we're not going to make a bid for Neymar. That would be absolute pointless right now. So, yeah, we're having quite a look. Now, there's only one other player in this squad that's caught my eye. This guy from here. Javier Pastor. So, bringing in some players from here. What you've got to do, basically, you've got to build your squad, basically, in a good way. Now, let's have a look. Figo Silva, no, I'm not really looking in to bring in Figo Silva. Now, we could bring in this guy here, bring in a defender. He's a pretty decent defender by the looks of things. So, you know, hopefully it'll be pretty cheap. Now, we're going to go off to Monaco. Now, I'm not sure what league they're in, actually. I'm pretty sure they're in the Italian league. Monaco. Let's see. I'm not sure. We'll find them, hopefully. Might be in the Liga. Now, AS Monaco. Now, let's have a look. Now, we could bring in Falcao. He's a pretty decent player. But we're going to bring in one of the best players, Kaylin Mepi, or whatever his name is. Basically, he's one of the best young players. He's only 18 years old, and he's such a good player. Probably the best young player in this game you can buy. If you can get him on your squad, honestly, you could have a winning squad. Also, we may make a bid for Falcao. He could be a good player to bring in this season, and we'll see. So, right, we've got some pretty decent players. I'm pretty happy with the way things have gone. Going back to the Premiership, we're going to actually go to now Leicester City. So we're getting actually probably in more attackers at the moment than we are defenders. Jamie Vardy, we may make a bid for him, we may not. I'm only shortlisting them right now. These are the players that I'm potentially considering lining up a bid for. Now, the other player I was going to consider is R. Martinez. He's a decent player. Mahrez, he is from, I think, somewhere in Asia. Not too sure, but he's a decent player nonetheless and could be a contender in getting into my squad for this season. So, right, in terms of the defence in this squad, I'm not really too interested in any defenders right now from this squad. So, right, I'm pretty happy with the guys we've considered selecting. So, let's go into talks, see how much we can get these players for, if we can get them. So first one we're going to start off with is Angel Di Maria. So as you can see, we're going to meet with the Paris Saint-Germain boss, Emil, I think someone. He's now the new Arsenal boss, I believe he is in real life. So yeah, as you can see, I think I've made some realistic, you know, selections from here. So Right, he's 33 million overall. He's a pretty key player, actually, in the squad. So I imagine we'll start off at 30 mil. We'll see if we can get him for 30 mil. If not, we'll leave it, because I don't want to spend all my budget right now on Angel Di Maria. He's not really a key player I want in, but for sure, let's see what we can do. So they're saying 49.4 mil. So I'm probably not going to agree to that. How about we add on a sell-on clause? Now, a sell-on clause, basically, this would be 25% on his next transfer fee. So, right, we'll be giving them 25% of his next transfer fee if they agree us to go, potentially, and allow. Okay, there we go. So we have a deal then there for Angel Di Maria. So Angel Di Maria, we'll have a look. Whether or not we will buy him is a different question. We have only made a bid and they've accepted that bid. Now the next guy here, he's a bit younger. He's actually worth a little bit more. Julian Draxler. He could be a good player. Right, so this actually has, so we'll keep him on our shortlist because apparently he's just joined the club, as you can see, and they're not looking to negotiate his leave at this moment. Right, the next then is a young Argentinian who's 28 years old. He's not as good as Di Maria, but he would be a decent fit to the team and could be a cheap fit in this team. So we're going to once again meet with the Paris Saint-Germain boss. So his current value is only 22 mil. So if we could get him outright, I would actually like that. Whereas, so we'll start off at the 20 mil summit. Let's see whether or not we can agree to 20 million. So if we can get 20 million for Pastor, so they want 30 million. So right, we're not going to agree to 30 million. We'll go for, how about 24? 24 mil. I think that's a decent price for this player. 2 million over his current value. So that's a decent price, I think. He'd be a decent fit to this team. Right, there we go. So we have a second deal with Paris Saint-Germain. So we've got two players that we can bring in now. Technically, we could actually, I think, bring in them both. 30 mil at 24. That equals 25. Yeah, I think we can actually bring in both of them, Di Maria and Pastor. But I'm not going to rush things. We're going to go back to the drawing board. We're going to try and negotiate this guy here. Right, so right now, he is not up for sale. How about this guy here? So right, Mepe. He's one of the better players, one of the best strikers that will end up in this game. Let's see what we can agree for him. Right, we're going to offer a transfer fee of somewhere around, let's start it off at 28 mil. I think 28 mil will be a good deal. Let's see, 28 mil. So it's 10 mil under his budget right now, or his current value. But it's so important actually to probably get a player his age that good in this game. That's basically goodbye. We don't want to see you. So yeah, they cannot agree to do a deal on Mepe because of the initial offer. So that is Mepe down the drain then here. Right, so the next player I was considering then, right, we've got two players lined up. So should we bring in Di Maria and Pastor? Let's have a look. Overall, I do think our midfield is the weakest. I am going to bring in these two players to the club then. Yep, I'm going to go into the contractual negotiation. So right, remember we've got 25%. If we buy Maria, if we resell him, we will lose 25% basically of our money back to Paris Saint-Germain at a later date. Am I prepared for that? Yes, I am, because he's a pretty decent player overall. Apparently that leaves 6 million. How does that one work? Right, I'd accept him as a crucial part. Yeah, I would accept him as a crucial part because he would be quite crucial to our team in all fairness. So I think it's 25%, you know, right now. Oh fuck, I fucked that up. Sorry about my swearing. I think I messed something up here because I'm only left with 6 million. So right, he would expect to sign a 4-year deal. I'd probably say yes to that for sure. That would, of course, yeah, seems quite reasonable. 4 years at the club, quite a decent time. Then, right, McLaren isn't looking for a release clause. I assume that's okay with you, right? Yeah, I'd be always happy to not give a release clause. Basically, a release clause is basically something that guarantees a sale, basically, when he's older. So basically, if a team wanted to buy him, they could just pay out this money to go into contract negotiation with him. Basically, right. So they want a £2 million sign-on bonus plus £3.2 million for basically 20 appearances. Now, I would not give him 20 million for appearances. I'm sorry. I'd give him 1 mil for 10 appearances. I'd give him 1 mil for 10 appearances, and I'd add. And I'm not willing to give him that much. I'll give him 265 and I'll give him then that. So that leaves me, I'm not willing to give him that much money just for a sign-on bonus. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player, he's a star player. He would certainly bring a lot to my club. So they'd be willing to make this still happen if we can pay a 2 million sign-on bonus and 1.6 million pound. Oh, should I go for it? Angel Di Maria for this club. I'm gonna say yes, actually. That's a done deal. 155,000. It's a lot of money then on one player, but at the same time, is Angel Di Maria probably worth it? Is he worth a spot in my club? Of course. So, goodbye. So we're going to have a new captain basically in Angel Di Maria. He's going to be our new captain as well. We're going to get rid of Andy Carroll. We're going to sell Andy Carroll. We're going to also sell Herdenaz, maybe, potentially. So we're going to have a new captain basically in Angel Di Maria. Basically, Angel Di Maria will be our captain because he is the best and most experienced player we've got on this squad. Right, we're gonna play 4-3-2. So Di Maria is gonna basically be in the middle then there, and we're gonna see how it works. So as you can see, I brought in one huge mega signing into this club. Now, that is a huge signing, don't get me wrong. We can probably do better, but I think this club is now already looking a bit more like a better team already. And we're probably gonna score, hopefully, some good points. Now, we're not gonna play the pre-season friendly, so this will be Angel Di Maria's first match, and we're gonna see how we get on. We're probably not going to sign or sell any players as of yet. We're probably going to have to build this squad quite dramatically, but I'm pretty excited. Looks like we've got a lot of time ahead of us. Right, so there's been an offer for this guy here. They want him for 500. It's a loan deal. I'm going to accept that deal because he's quite young. He's only 17. He does need probably more time to develop as a player, and hopefully he will get better and better. Now we got a good deal. I did want to sell someone. He's a left back. but he's a good defender. Would it be worth selling him? I'm going to try and negotiate here. So we're going to actually negotiate this player here. Right, so I think, want 10 million quid for this player, because we're selling him practically to a rival, and that would be my offer. 10 million pounds for the left back, or left back on the bench, and I'm sorry. Right, so there we go. He is gone. Get out of my office, man. That is so rude. Come in here thinking you're getting a player. One of our better players for that. So we will not get anything for him. So there we go. We've got pretty decent. Shirt sales obviously are worth. Thought shirts will be blooming right now. Honestly, let's have a look at how we're doing now. In terms of our money, obviously we spent quite a lot on Angel Di Maria, I would have thought, and yeah, we've already got 1.7 million. So we've sold 41,000 shirts. Of course, it's only pre-season at the moment, obviously, so that's all right. Obviously, this money does help, of course, but we've now got £2 million worth of wages to work out. Now, sales within a season. Now that is going to be quite a hard one, quite honestly. £44 million earning from shirt sales. That is a very, very hard one. But we brought in Angel Di Maria. He might boost that in some sense, if we think of it. But let's see what we can do. So imagine after this match, there'll be a lot more shirt sales gone up. Let's see how we do. So already 1-0 to us. 2 minutes into the game. Brilliant start. Can we go 2-0 up? Let's have a... Well, we're doing alright. 1-0 victory. I'll take that. 2-0 then. There we go. So Di Maria making his debut. Then that was his debut appearance. Then, okay, I did not play. I'm not really interested in playing pre-season friendly games. I'll probably play other games. So, right, Andy Carroll for £10 million. Right, I am going to negotiate once again. I want £12 million, spot on. If they can give me 12 mil, I'll take that offer. So, right. 12 million quid. I think that's because it's only £2.5 million more, and it's about £1.5 million more than what they're offering. So it's not a lot of money really I'm asking for. I'm only asking for something. We may be able then to get in a defender potentially. Let's see. This will give me a £16 million transfer budget. He's still pretty young, Andy Carroll, quite honestly. If we look at his age, 28 years old, so for a 28-year-old. Okay, there we go. We have a deal with the squad. We have sold Andy Carroll potentially for £12 million. Now, this guy here, they want Adrian for £7 million. Now, I'm going to accept that because he's not really a great goalkeeper. He's only 30 years old. We got Joe Hart, remember? So I'm going to accept them offers. I'll set the 7 million quid basically offer for basically that. So we're doing all right. Basically, we're gaining a little bit. Right, transfer offer for Andy Carroll. Another. I thought we've already sold him. What's going on? Yeah, we've sold him. So right, there we go. So we might have sold already one player. I have no... Oh, right, basically that's Javier Pastor basically saying that we're not going to do negotiations now because I've taken too long. Fair enough. So you might feel the interest has basically gone. So right, let's see. Can we get another win? 2 wins out of 2. as a manager. So let's see, what can we do here? Can we get 2 wins from 2? And it looks like we're gonna win a second game on the trot. There we go, 2 wins for us and there. That's a brilliant result as a club, cannot deny. And look at how many points we've got in our pre-season tournament. 6 points. We're thrashing everyone, honestly. Doing a brilliant job. Andy Carroll has been solving that, just to let you know. So, can we get a 3rd win successively? This is would be a brilliant start to my season. No, 1-0. 1-all though, and AU makes it 1-all. A red card for Erikin. 2-1 then. So could we still, a 3rd win in a row is still on. 3-1, first goal for Di Maria, everyone. First goal for Di Maria at his new club in his 3rd appearance. So he's already made a debut appearance and he's already scored a debut goal in his 1st season. That is a brilliant. Right, we are going to play this match to show you what I mean by how good now my team is at West Ham. We haven't got probably a team that is good enough to win the league yet, like the Barclays League. But don't get me wrong, we have, I believe, got a team good enough to actually play and deliver some really, really strong, solid football. And this is what I mean. We can do some great things with this team, hopefully. Like, we got Joe Hart, we got Di Maria now. 2 big names at the club in our season. Hopefully we can do a good job. We're going to skip the intro here and we're going to get on then.
Called by the board of directors of Atletico Madrid to
so here we go.
Sticks from the Vicente Calderon and to come
on to read.
State-of-the-art stadium. It's very
Back
good.
to
And
Joe
I'm sure
Hart.
they'll enjoy it here, the fans particularly.
Zabaleta.
West Ham United's lineup is this. Joe Hart starts in goal. Angelo Ogbonna starts with Winston Reid in central defence. Di Maria starts. He was man of the match last time out.
So
and
there we go.
Off the team with these 2 strikers. And here is the team news for Porto. Alan, he's going to defend.
Here we go. Di Maria. Oh, this is Di Maria, boys and girls. Almost went 1-0 up there. Brilliant run by Di Maria. Brilliant stuff from Herdanez, as you can see there. Almost 1-0 up already. Should have really put that one to bed. The defenders just went to sleep.
Good defensive clearance there.
Now,
Ayew.
Oh, almost. So, a brilliant start to this game. That is a brilliant start. Cannot be disappointed. So here we go. Hector Herrera.
Could be a chance here. They've got the ball into a good area.
Right, this is brilliant stuff from Porto, sorry.
Arnautovic.
Right.
Well, he makes that transition happen quickly.
So, quite honestly, playing some good football here.
Allowed the game to go on here for Porto.
From both teams, getting the interception there.
Marco Arnautovic.
Di Maria.
This could lead to a chance.
Oh, made a stupid error there. Right, so quite a lot of midfield play. Oh, brilliant breakthrough. Oh,
in really for what seemed a certain opening goal. Oh,
brilliant breakthrough. So there we go. There we go. Zabaleta, right. Can we get in there? Cross it into the box. Out for a corner.
It'll be a corner for West Ham. Coming up, another look at that save.
We've made an alright start to this game, but so has Porto FC. Honestly, right. Here we go. What can they do? This is
Angel Di Maria. Andre Ayew.
Brilliant passing from my team here. Oh,
He's refused to be
almost
well,
again. A good.
Why not? What a stop.
Corona.
So playing well right now, my team is having some good game.
This with a chance to go into the lead.
Oh,
went for placement here and not far away, but he'll be frustrated.
Well, when you're that far out, I think if you just get some power behind it, the keeper will have little chance, but he chose the other option.
there we go. On to Hernandez. Oh.
Oh, charged down. Neatly intercepted.
So, right. Porto FC can't get really a breakthrough
Pushing
here.
on here, getting men forward.
Oh, bit of a slide tackle then there, but forcing them to make a bit of an error there then, Porto. And honestly, getting tackled, they really got that one. Right.
That's going to run on through to the goalkeeper.
Good defending there from our boys. Di Maria not getting quite in there, so I may decide to play Di Maria in a better place because he doesn't seem quite honestly like he's getting in there.
I thought he was going to get there, but the goalkeeper's just beaten him to it.
But he's certainly doing a decent job. Alright, Hernandez on to Angel Di Maria. There is Angel Di Maria, and it's 1-0. Angel Di Maria, a captain special. Brilliant stuff.
Much the better side, and it's a fine piece of finishing. Well, their work has made this goal almost inevitable.
Brilliant stuff. Angel Di Maria, a brilliant goal then there. It's his second goal for West Ham, and it's his second goal in this pre-season stuff. Brilliant interception. That is a brilliant Hernandez. Honestly, tried to do a clever back pass, but didn't work there then. Unfortunate, but 1-0 going into the break then there.
Semi-final, a narrow lead, but it could be a decisive one. They'll certainly hope.
So there you go, 1-0 as you can see. So 1 goal from Di Maria. If we have a look at possession, how I planned actually, we did quite good in possession, 52% to us really. 4 shots, but 80% accuracy. As you can see, our passing has been so much better than FC Porto, in all honesty. 82% pass accuracy for Porto, 87% pass accuracy for us as a team. So we've done so much better in that. But it's now time for the second half.
On the centre spot, it's Porto who start the second half. Alex Telles.
So what can we do? Can we?
Corona. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now.
So Hernandez, right. Good run here from Hernandez then. Going to cross it in. Can I find anyone? No, not quite. So that sort of did not work. Then there we go.
Cresswell. Angel Di Maria. There's good progress with this attack. Clever ball.
Into the box. Onto, I think I was losing. Yeah, Lazin. Lazin got to that one, but couldn't quite put it to bed. Right, Lazin. On to Hernandez. 2-0.
And that really has given them much more of a basis for the rest of this match.
2 goals to 0 from Hernandez.
He's one that he never likes to smash the ball. He loves
brilliant
to just
stuff.
And he did it yet again.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0. Corona coming on strong and looking to play their way through now. He's on the move all the time and makes lots of these interceptions. Rahimi. Soars. Corona. A low cross into the area. Could have halved the deficit there.
There we go.
You need your
Good.
front man to be nice and composed and to be clinical, and he just wasn't that from close in.
So Herrera coming on now.
On the move and able to cut out the pass.
For
Here's a chance to attack.
Porto. Here goes Hernandez, or whatever his name is.
Emphatically and just as well.
Right, Di Maria.
Very encouraging. Lanzini. And now to it.
Oh!
Good stop by the goalkeeper.
That was brilliant stuff in there. From all my players, honestly, brilliant.
Garcia.
Now, what can we do?
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. We know how many late goals come in this competition. They want another one now.
Well,
right.
those defenders are going to be asked to head the ball quite a lot, I think. Plenty of aerial balls are going to be coming their way in the next few moments.
And he's in. An opportunity to help.
Brilliant save from Joe Hart. Honestly, brilliant save.
You can understand why he's going to
there we go. Brilliant
Swung
save.
in from the corner.
There we go. On to Jay Hernandez. Back up to Hernandez, and we're through here on goal. Good defending there, though, from the Aston Villa and from the Porto man.
Just speculation, Alan, isn't it? But what a big money deal it would be if it went through.
Wouldn't it just?
Another foul there from the West Ham side. Right, we're not going to go for a shot. We're going to actually now go for the shot. There it goes. Not a bad shot, but not the best. Should have laced it probably. Alright. Here's Porto. There's Porto. Very good. Oh no. Back to the goalkeeper.
And that's going to be
goal kick.
Porto ready to make a change.
So
Obiang.
that's alright. Not bad.
Marco Arnautovic.
Ah, here we go. Charleswell. Oh, made a big mistake there. But it looks like this game is going to end 2-0 unless someone in this late few minutes can get a goal. I don't think no one will. 2 minutes.
Well, that is a moment really
so
to look back on with horror, because they're not going to have many more chances to cut back this deficit.
Yeah, what a
this
chance.
should be the final kick or final attempt.
There
we go, 2-0.
And that's the end of the match.
Then, brilliant result for us as a team. As you can see, brilliant result. Then there, not a bad result in all fairness. That is a very good result, 2-0 then there. So yeah, as you can see then, as you might have just saw there, as we did a brilliant job as a team, and bringing Di Maria was a crucial part. We've got the final on the 19th. You can join me for more tips on how to play FIFA, but as you can see, so tip 1 is basically start a team like West Ham. My advice is do not start at a team like Arsenal. Do not start at a team like Chelsea. Do not start at a team like Liverpool, City, United, or Tottenham. These teams here, Tottenham, United, Manchester United, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Arsenal are what they call the top 5 teams. And they call the top 5 teams for a reason. That's because they are the most likeliest to win the Premiership every season and to win games week in, week out. Bournemouth, Brighton, Burnley, Palace, Everton, Huddersfield, Leicester, Newcastle, Southampton, Stoke, Swansea, Watford, West Brom, West Ham are the least or less likely to win games. And you will be fighting to win players, you'll be fighting, and basically it builds you up in some sense as a manager. Next, bring in quite decent players. Don't be afraid to go for top tier players. As you saw, we went for Di Maria. We actually could have, I don't know whether we could have gotten for less money. I'm not sure. We did make a bit of a hiccup on it, the deal, because I think we offered 49 mil instead of 30 mil. But the point is, we still got a decent player for that price. I'm a bit sad that we couldn't have got him for less. Okay, we made a mistake, but I reckon we could have gone for 30 mil and we would have gone for a very, very competitive price at the cost of giving them 25% of transfer fees at a later date. But the point is, as I said, we got a decent player in Di Maria, and a player that for sure will be very, very good going forward into the season. Now, in terms of other stuff, you know, remember, this is a game. You don't have to win everything, and if you do win everything, you're gonna get bored. If you have a look, I'm gonna actually come out of this career mode and show you what I mean. And I'm gonna go into my Arsenal career mode, which I'm doing now. I've actually played, I think, for 5 seasons, this career mode. And I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. I've actually, so I'm right now on this career mode here. So next match is away. As you can see, we're in 2022, in the 2022 Barclays Premier League season, and we're in 4th. Now don't get me wrong, I'm a bit disappointed that we're in 4th. I thought we would have been in a better position as Arsenal. And as you can see, my team is pretty decent, like in some sense. Okay, Ronaldo, that's Cristiano Ronaldo. There, he's no longer the best player in the game. We've got quite a few injuries, quite a lot of players missing from the squad. But overall, when you look at the team as a whole, I think we've got a pretty decent team. We've got a very, very good team as a whole. Like, there's not really one player on my squad that is below a rating of 7 of 80, apart from Ronaldo. Like, in terms of top tier players. If we look at, then also our, basically, how we're doing in other stuff, like our brand exposure. As you can see, look at that. We sold £229 million worth of basically merchandise. And if you look at how many shirts been sold, we've got, you know, look, 4.1 million shirts. Now that's less than last year. I got 4.5 million shirts sold, so clearly it's gone a bit down, our fan base, but it's still very, very good. And if you look at the club's worth, it's actually now £2.1 billion, projected to be 2.2 by the end of this season. That's brilliant stuff. And before I went to Arsenal, this is my 2nd full season in the job as the Arsenal manager. But before I went to Arsenal, I'll just show you what I mean by this. I was with Leicester City, and my first season went pretty well. We finished 7th. We sold Vardy. We signed Pedro. We did a pretty good job. We played 46 games, won 19 of them, so that's all right. Drew 10, lost 17. So we did lose quite a few in that season. If you look then during our 2nd season, actually, what I mean by this, we've bought and sold some good players. We sold Fellaini. We hired or got David Luiz. We won Manager of the Month award once as well. Just thought I'd let you know that, as you can see. So that was actually the first time I've ever won that award. And we won 26 games, we played 80, we drew 18 of those, and we lost only 16. So we actually lost 1 less than what we did in season 1. And that to me shows that season 2 with Leicester City went quite decent. Now my 3rd season with Leicester, We bought Ramsey, Aaron Ramsey that is, and we sold Pedro. Now, in the process, we actually moved up to 7th again. So, we did not qualify for the Europa, but we did get a very decent job. But unfortunately, we only won 20. So that was a record. That was less wins than the season before. We drew 16 and we lost 12 games. So we actually lost less, but we had also less games than the season before, in all fairness. And then if we look at our next season with Arsenal, so the 20 to 21 season, so win the league title, that was the objective. We failed to do that. Reach the cup final, we did, and we won the title and win the cup, and we did that. So as you can see, we won the EuroLeague, we won the FA Cup, and we got to round 4 of the Carbon Cup, or whatever that is, and we came second in the Premiership League, in the Premier League. We bought Diego for a record fee of 82.6 million quid, which was astonishing. And if we have a look at how many games we won this season, okay, we had a lot more wins than we did have on losses and draws. We had 49 wins, 10 draws, and 9 defeats overall. We built a winning machine of a team. And then this season, I think it's this season we're on now. Yeah, this season. So right now, in Copa Europe, we got to the final. Right now in the our objective, was win a domestic cup or continental cup, reach the final of a domestic cup, and finish in a Champions Cup place. As you can see, right now we've got one Manager of the Month award. We're currently in progress. However, the thing is, I will admit this, we have had a slightly worse season than last season. We're sat down in 4th and that reflects it. But we've only been unlucky with the amount of injuries that we've had actually this season. But as you can see, that's 2 seasons where we've actually done a pretty decent job with Arsenal. And that's what I mean. If you start somewhere small, like Leicester, where I started, you can have and play this game forever. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like. If you want me to do more videos like this, then of course, do ask. Please leave a comment down below. If you didn't enjoy this video, then don't like it. Please leave a dislike and comment why you did not like it. Obviously, this is me trying to explain to you or trying to advise you how to enjoy FIFA 18 and get the best for your money, should I say. So thank you once again. I hope you've enjoyed this video like I said. If not, please then leave a dislike, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, I do ask you, obviously, like everyone, to subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to watch everything go live, then please hit that notification bell button, which will basically notify you every time I either go live or upload a stream onto YouTube, and basically it will allow you to watch that. Thank you once again, everyone, for watching and for joining me this afternoon in this video, or whenever you're going to watch it, and I hope you did enjoy.